Yes, exactly. Okay, but like, so the idea was there. You getting this kill doesn't justify this play at all. Okay, this was not a good play. What? How's that a kill? No way this is a kill. Are you kidding me? What is that? Hi, we should have your demo. Okay, Bimper. On Face It, currently unranked since I haven't finished season 8 placements. We expected somewhere between level 7 level 8. I have the lobby here, which we actually maybe finished it already. Let's see. Level 7. Just want some general advice, some bad habits pointed out, and a few tips on how to improve on specifically my mistakes. For me, there is no goal like going pro or something. I just want to not be bad. I think I'm decent, but especially my positioning and decision making are not as good as they could be. Okay, that's gonna be the ones like our heavy focus points. Basically a rating by someone who's considered better than me or my friends. Let's get into it, I think. I like how there's no goal of going pro, like we're perfectly reasonable about the skill, positioning and decision making. All right. I will take a look at, as you said, you want general advice. So I have demo loaded up already. That's good. And we focus on the T side. We start with the T side. Okay. Immediately buying a pack of grenades, smoke and flashes. Well, so far only one flash. Are you gonna buy one more or P250? Right, insta window smokes suggest anything fast is gonna come. Okay, this hits. Flash, was it behind boxes? I would suggest honestly just flash down the middle, like bounce it off this wall. It's going to actually get these people in the window because, so when you're smoking window and you're running out, that smoke is not going to be there if you don't stop for a moment, okay? Here, in theory, you should have died, okay? First mistake. If you're smoking window, you have to, even if it's insta smoke, you will beat it if you go like this and you don't stop, okay? You will beat it on gun rounds. It happens many times that someone smokes window from your teammates. Your teammates are, or you are going middle, you swing middle and you die from a knob because the smoke did not explode yet. This is exactly what happened here as well. You have to be, especially when you're having like, you had a pretty decent mid spawn. If you would be having like this spawn and you smoke window and then you run middle, then that's fine. You're going to be there in time, okay? I mean, the smoke is going to be there in time. However, here you need to stop a little bit as well with the flash. I would suggest, bouncing it off this wall rather, because, well, if someone is in window like this, they're not going to get blind from a flash that lands here, right? Because we need to, like, look at their angle that they're holding. Like, even then, they wouldn't be blind from this one. But there would be at least a bigger chance, if they decide to jump out window, it's a bigger chance that this gets them than this one. So, just a little adjustment on the utility there. Okay, luckily you don't die and you spot him as well. We have a short split, B split through short and apps. Let's see how we die here. This is kind of unfortunate, obviously, that you're running in first, and, well, he's gonna just hit the shot. I'd say this is one of the corners where I think jumping is not a bad idea, if I'm being honest. Just like your teammate did, by the way, here. Number 9. You see? Like this. So, what I'm trying to say is that when you're going short, you try to be as unpredictable with your headshot level as possible, because this is all flat. Like, this whole part is completely flat everywhere on B side. So some of these annoying angles, like this one or perhaps this one, I think it's perfectly fine to jump. And as well, like when you're crossing ladder room, like you have Glocks, you can shoot back while midair and still be reasonably accurate, plus you have 20 bullets, so you don't mind that you're gonna miss like 3 or 4 bullets while you're midair. You can shoot them back. Maybe you will hit them, maybe not. It doesn't matter. But it will be harder target to hit while you're not putting yourself in a considerable disadvantage, right? Because you have 20 bullets. They have only 12 on USPs, maybe 13 if they have P2K. So their bullets are more valuable. Therefore, if you make them miss more, the return on that is greater. It increases your chances of winning these duels, okay? So that's why jumping with these like MAC-10s, Glocks, Tech 9s, stuff like that, MP9s is very, very good. Right, what are we doing? Are we going straight for an A hit? Why C4 going middle? Let's see what we can cook up here. Okay, you hear these nades. You just heard literally billion nades on middle. What is your reaction to this? This is... It doesn't matter your teammates did not call for this. You literally heard all of this. Okay? No need to flash. Your teammates are already out. Your teammates are already out. Okay? Get space. Get space. The next people are going to be coming from middle or jungle. So the smoke, I can justify that. That's perfectly fine. But now you wanna... You no longer have the space that is behind of this smoke. Okay? You no longer have info about this. There are probably some CTs. You hear them. It is very likely, but now you want to keep your distance. You're clearly playing against eco, against pistols. The longer the duels, the better it is for you to take those fights. No need to play around this smoke where things can get hectic, you can get spammed, you can get like a random shot from the USP. Again, we're playing with like a statistics, like a numbers, okay? In the pistol round, we're trying to improve our chances of actually surviving some annoying duels that I just mentioned. In this round, you want to increase your chances of getting kills and surviving by not being close range against pistols, okay? That's why I actually like what your teammate did here. Take CT completely, or you would be playing like from here or from default, or go balcony or go into apps. Like play post plant. You don't need to close the distance to them. That's what they want. That's what you as a CT with USP, you want to have as close distance as possible, because then you can like double tap someone and hopefully kill him. Alright, so okay, you got dinked. Get away. Okay, now you're in a zone where one single dink in the head will kill you. This is what you don't want to do. This is bad positioning. You wanted me to focus on positioning and decision making. This is bad. Like every single thing so far was like incorrect decision. It didn't cost you life yet. Maybe it will. Maybe this guy will kill you. I'm not sure, but this smoke was probably the only good thing. But take space. You took the whole A site because you heard 5 HEs popping here. Okay, you took A site and then you go further away. That means ticket. That means default. Or that means like balcony. Stay in the ramp or something. Don't play sandwich. Don't play stairs. Don't play inside of your smoke. Don't play bench. Okay. You got dinked. Now you don't split up away from your teammates. You need to. If you die, you're gifting him a Galil. And there's no one else around to trade you. So if you want to leave, go here because your teammate goes connector, or go here because your teammate was already T-ramp, or go CT because your teammate is there. Now you're just chasing frags. Luckily you check the corner, otherwise you would be dead. Like if the guy didn't try to knife you, he probably had USP out, and if he dinks you once, you're dead. It's a huge mistake to die like that on eco, okay? 2-0, now they have guns. Alright, this flash, forget it, okay? It's useless. It's useless. What you're throwing here is useless. If you really want to throw something little behind boxes to run out with it, better. Or the one that I talked about in pistol round, this is just blinding your own teammate. CTs are not gonna get blind by this. It's bad flash, okay? Alright, we have a guy from short. You see the smoke coming from window as well. Gives you information about 2 players. Finally, we have an AK. Let's see how this one goes. Okay, a little bit dangerous. Okay. A little bit dangerous because here you could be peeked. Okay? If you want to jump into underground like that, go through not this part, but like this part. I mean, the best way would be obviously if you flash down and you peek with it, but if you want to do it without nades, there was a timing where you could have died. All I'm trying to say. Is that a short smoke? Yeah. Okay, clearly setting up some kind of a B hit. Your teammate is already through. Now you have a molly. Balcony is the biggest threat here. Balcony plus car because you're low HP. Your teammate around has an op. If CT just peeks you and he kills you, he will most likely get a double kill because your teammate will not be able to trade with that op. So here you have a molly. I would definitely love to see you use it for balcony and car. That's a pretty hard molly that burns both of these positions, but if you just throw it towards balcony, I think that would be a little bit better. Maybe your teammate actually wanted to peek on contact. We're mollying bench instead. I'm not big of a fan of this. I think it doesn't really give you any space if you molly bench. Well, somehow you win that fight. Holy moly, what is this guy doing? Oh, he's just standing still. This is, by the way, the worst thing ever that this guy can do. Literally, if he just moves here, he has a headshot duel. Like, this is far better than just standing in the open like this. And that's the only reason you win that fight. A huge mistake by an enemy, but we're focusing on you. We're focusing on you. Okay, we have a post plant here. You're low HP here. I would definitely use that HE. Perfect. Just to get any kind of a chip damage before you die. Don't peek that window, brother. Don't peek that window. You dying through that enables the retake. You're in a 2v3 advantage. If you die, it's 2v2 and they're gonna go for it. If you survive and don't give them chance to kill you, that's good. If you were here already, that's a very strong post plant position. You don't need to take more space. You don't need to like wander around in these two like sidelines, because you can get killed from window with literally just one bullet, and that's danger. Okay, just standing here, good enough. Good enough. Surviving. That's a positional mistake once again. I'm pretty pleased with the utility knowledge that you have. Clearly have some lineups that you keep using. It's way better than just throwing grenades on the fly, which I see a lot of players in your elo do. That makes me pull my hair out. Okay, now we have to understand what we're doing here. We're lurking all of a sudden. We're towards A. Your teammates on middle are they fighting or not? If the answer is yes to that, I suggest that you would be going out and look for potential 1v1 duel. If your teammates are dying on middle, you need to bring back the round somehow. And now CTs are one in window, one in connector, one close to short. So in reality, you do have a one-on-one duel on A. Okay, you don't know that right now. If there would be like your teammate is being peeked from connector and dying here, there would be like a smoke break or a short guy peeked and this guy dies, that's when you go out. Okay, right now there's no real reason for you to go out. Your teammates are still surviving. They are taking space, and if that space is given and no one is fighting you from short or window or connector, that means that CTs are playing somewhat compact. Where they might be playing, well, some guy might be here, some guy is probably around here, and then another guy is around here, and then obviously A player is somewhere on A. So you see this kind of like 3 CTs close to you. That's when you do not go out. So I like that this is a good decision that you're just staying here. Your teammates are soon starting to take connector. First kill, boom. Okay, one of these circles that I just mentioned is that is this one. So we have one more guy somewhere in window / jungle. We have some guy somewhere on A. It could be anywhere, okay? Like this bubble can be literally this big. We don't know where he is. He could be close to slope, he could be ticket, he could be sandwich, he could be default, he could be balcony, ninja, whatever, firebox, okay? It doesn't matter. Now you know that he's default. Now that's when you go out. Perfect. He's dead. That was an A player. Where's the next bubble, okay? Next bubble was here. Next bubble was here. But your teammate is already up connector, so he will have a first contact on this bubble. You need to just clear jungle. But if no one is there, that means this bubble moved to CT, and that's when you will be you will have to focus. Okay, now your teammate to jungle. No one is here. Hyper focus on CT. Hyper focus on CT, but not like pushing CT. Just like hold. That CT needs to make a move. Okay. I don't like how you're just going forward CT, because if you die, that's a free kill for them. Like you just give them again way back to the round. If you are just, let's say, in positions like here, just hold. And if your teammate dies, that's when you trade. Okay? Or be here, hold. Be here and hold. Be here and hold. Don't go forward. There is no need for you to go forward. Okay, your teammates are out A, getting 1 kill. I'm so glad you're not speeding into connector, trying to help them or whatever. We are going to go for an A right now, because your teammate in B EBS just died in the back. C4 is in B EBS as well, but he will probably go back. We don't have info about this area of map at all. That means this guy smartly goes back. That's why you become a lurker once again, okay? And when you're a lurker, you're just controlling until your teammates take a lot of attention away. Now you know there's a guy in... This is great. This is great. Like you were in position to punish him. CT just ran into you. You did not make any unnecessary steps or sounds. Everything's good. Okay, now your teammates are not doing anything. So now you kind of have to go out and risk I don't hate this. Honestly, I think this is what you needed to do, because if you kill this guy on stairs or ticket, that forces rotation away from B. And this is where your teammates must go, but that was clearly not the plan from beginning. Again, this was not bad. I think this was okay decision. Obviously, sucks that you died there, but it was tough anyway. Like, you had to do something because your teammates on mid did not get any space, and taking some space, I think it was connector. Actually, one of your teammates died, so it was 4v5 situation. Alright, we're getting close here. Full pack of nades. I don't like this, how we're entering with the full pack of nades, you know? Here, I would love for you to... Oof. Okay, that was okay. Crazy. HE. You have HE. You have Molly. Now you definitely want to use these nades, okay? You definitely want to use them. In your next engagement, it's going to be likely that you just die with 26 HP. It's still tough situation, even though you're 4v3. You have a full pack of nades. Throw like a molly into CT, or into the jungle, or behind the smokes, or HE, or flash into the smokes. Like, make CT's lives miserable, okay? Okay, molly is coming. Boom, flash CT. Boom, re-smoke, bench, or something. Use your nades at this point. Yeah, yes, re-smoke, bench. Everything is coming, but it's a little bit... Okay, now you're exposed to CT, by the way. You should be dying here. Aren't you? Oh yeah, you are. Just this guy is blind. He completely missed you. He sees you still, but he's like laser focused on someone else. He wanted to boost clearly on stairs, but you were out of position. If you're boosting, try to do it in the corner, okay, please. Okay, back on eco. Holy hell, what is this play? I've never seen this kind of a one-way smoke. Okay, this guy just runs with a knife like that. What the hell? What the hell is this play? This is so bad, by the way. This is so bad. Like, you crouch underneath as well. That's really hilarious. This is why it's bad. I think he saw something on TikTok and he just tried to use it. that is funny. That is funny. Well, same flash again. It literally didn't blind anyone this game. Okay, chase him. Good. He was clearly off timing with a grenade. You saw it. Jumping immediately into window. Surviving now in the window, I hope. I hope you just don't go through. That would be very ill-advised. Very good. Now surviving again, okay? Don't take the next step. You can again use your nades now. You're already known, and you're in a pretty, like, safe position. Molly, like... Yes, exactly. That. Yeah, like, use something. Cut off the rotations. Put pressure on them. Maybe even smoke this right now. You know how much chaos it would cause? Yes, exactly. Okay, but like so, the idea was there, but now you gave back 5v3 and it's 3v3 because of your like peek before the smoke. Like, that was unnecessary. That was unnecessary. The idea was good, but the execution is terrible because you literally just want to put pressure, and you're putting pressure by surviving, by the virtue of you having control of this zone. You're putting so much pressure on any rotation. Like, anyone who wants to go from A to B, or A to B through this hole, can't. Or they can, but they know you will hear them, which like locks them on the side anyway, right? And what triggers then CTs? Well, they will start pushing. Instead of rotating between A and B, they will push their positions. Because there's no rotation. There's no rotation. This doesn't exist. This route doesn't exist. It exists, but they have to walk. Or they have to give up the information that they are actually rotating. So you surviving there is all that you really need to win the round. Even smoke yourself. Okay? Smoke yourself and hide inside of that smoke. That's very good. Alright, 7-5 half. Not a bad half for Mew. Not a bad half at all. 11-8, but a lot of impact in my opinion. A lot of mistakes as well. Don't get me wrong. We have HE flash. Where's another flash? We're saving 300 for what reason? If anything, I think smoke kit is what you need to buy here. Okay. Small Kevlar, good. Kit, good. Okay, HE, not. You don't need to throw this. No one can be there that fast. Okay. Flash over middle is a must throw grenade. If your teammate is mollying slope, please. And he doesn't have flash, you need to flash over middle here. You need to throw the flash for this guy. Double smoke mid. This flash would be too late if you're just going to throw it for the sake of it. Wasted flash. Smoking apps. Now you know they have connector. Big kill. Hear them under window. They're not coming your way again, so... Alright, both of your teammates died, so actually it's 2v2. Ahead of the smoke, that's good. 4v2, and none of you guys even hit them in this 4v2. I don't know what happened. It was not much on you, honestly, not much on you. Okay, we have a deagle, a couple of utility, again. Do we have some plan with this utility? You bowled it on the pistol round as well, now smoke, yeah, for abs is good. Fumbled movement. Oh, what? How's that a kill? No way this is a kill. Are you kidding me? What is that? Okay, you... What is that? How is that a hit? How is that a kill? The guy was literally already behind the default. Watch it from his POV. It's not even wallbang, by the way. Props to you for actually playing full HD. I don't think you would see this guy jumping into default if you were on 4x3. Fucking game. So, they're hitting A. You hit this. Okay, you're clearly like, what just happened? You just stopped playing. Hands off the keyboard. Let's get into the nitty-gritty of the gun rounds. Again, selling the head Kevlar is good. Molly ramp, first spawn, then flash. That's bad molly. Flash was good. At least it was there. Beautiful. Now your teammate lost control of middle because he got smoked in window. Now you got smoked. Why are we doing this? How is your smoke? Like, this is so unneeded in a 5v4 situation, by the way. You're just risking so much. What if T is just here and he just starts spamming your smoke and you just die for no reason? 5v4, you don't want to do that. Your teammates are nowhere there to help you. Nowhere there to help you. You see your teammate being passive and short. Why are we going forward on middle? Terrible. Very bad. Very bad. You getting this kill doesn't justify this play at all. Okay? This was not a good play. That decision was just bad. Just bad. I'm not sure if you even have a lineup for the Molotov. It seems like not. Did you miss both of the nades? Yep. Okay, we need... Like, your T-side nades, you actually had lineups. As soon as you don't have lineups, you're missing every single one. Okay, fast rotation through short. Being aware of the lurk on middle. It's good. I like how you're using this elevation behind you. This is good. A lot of level 7 players would use this. This is very good. Fight him. You're 100 HP. No, no longer like this. Don't hold. No, that was ugly. That was ugly. As soon as you started holding, guys, I didn't like it. Like, do the peaks that you were doing. Like, it's so hard to hit you. It's so hard to kill you. It's so hard to headshot you, and that's his only way how he's gonna win that duel. Because he has AK and 30 HP. You have 100 HP. So, keep being mobile, okay? As soon as you hold, that's when it got really scary. Now this is point where you absolutely must buy big Kevlar, by the way. Look at the money, look at the money. 2 alive, 3 alive, 2 alive, 1 alive. Then you win 2 in a row. They have eco for sure. They have eco for sure. Big Kevlar, where is it? Big mistake. That is a big mistake. If you're gonna die with the headshot, this is actually, you might have thrown the round. Not the round, the game. It's 9-9, and if you do this kind of mistake, it's gonna go, it's not gonna go well. Okay, your teammate has full middle. He mollied under. Raid nade. Raid nade. Good stuff. Good stuff. 5v3. No need to go for mid control anymore. Even if this guy just falls back, that would be perfect. Again, very unneeded smoke. This just gives covers to T's potentially. Denies you your own information. 10-9. See? T's can just run out on this side. Wait, what made you push middle? Your teammate got smoked, you go for it. This guy, why are they boosting when you're top middle? You're dead. There is no one there to help you. I don't, okay, if there was no call to fight middle, then this was a mistake. Like, why are we doing something aggressive with middle where you literally shut them down all the time when they try to go middle, when you play passive? And if there was a call to go middle, then these guys are kind of fumbling, because why the hell are you boosting when there's a teammate already coming up here? GG. That was actually the round to forget. Double, okay, double molly, you smoke into that molly. It's not optimal, it's not optimal. Now we're playing completely give up on middle, which I like. Weirdly, I think that's completely fine. In pugs, strengthen the extremities, the sides. I think that's better. That was dangerous. I don't think going forward here is the play, by the way. I think that's all the info that you really need to stay here. Because at some point, like, imagine if you push. Imagine if you go and you cut off this choke point. What if they went underground to A? Like, look at the radar right now. You're, in theory, the only way that stands between them in B apps, which you know they are there, and A side. Because this guy can only really go to ticket. If you right now, if you die from an underground guy, this guy will be here faster than this guy will be here. And it's T-sided duel, right? So if they decide to go like this, and you push, you lose complete information over this, and this guy won't rotate here. This guy will probably still rotate here, but he's gonna be always expected. Like, it's always predictable if he's gonna be ticket. Like, anyway, T's don't even need to fight ticket, because they can just plant here, and that's it. So here, I don't like that you're going forward. I think you need to focus more on underground, compared to them rotating through TV to T-spawn top middle to go A, okay? Don't tell me you're losing another 2v4. I think you should let your teammates play first. They're two. They're two. They need to exit kitchen before you scale up on short. Obviously, you should have killed him. He was low HP. I'm not sure if you knew about that, but general rule of advice is that if you're like 1 from B apps, 2 from kitchen, let these two play first. If you're like 1 from B apps, 2 from short, let these guys play first. Never you, okay? As a alone guy, because they're tradable. They can make something work. While for you, it's only just kind of like an aim duel. That if you lose, all they have to focus on is one thing. Favorable B retake. There's a lot of them in this demo, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Big kill. Well, being traded immediately. Not a bad thing. Like, you were taking space. I like it. I like it. These clutches are so close, but these are so close. Last few rounds, I don't think you're doing something terribly bad either. But the fact that on T side there were a couple questionable decisions, and then on CD side there were questionable decisions in key rounds, in my opinion, that's what this is making this game close. From your POV, like obviously you cannot affect your B players losing B side every single time, but you could have affected some of the more rounds where they were going your way, and that's when you were doing mistakes that cost you the round. So in theory, you could blame it on the teammates that this is like they're losing you a game, but also you can spin this around, which is way more productive and a correct approach in my opinion. That you think of the rounds which you could have won, and this game would have been already over. This game would have been already over, yeah. For example, that mid push that we were talking about twice. Once it worked out, it was a bad decision. Second time, it was absolutely terrible decision. I think it was like 10-10 or 10-9. Very important round in the game, and he just gave away free kill. Opening, nonetheless. Alright, unwinnable one. I don't like how you're not using your utility, but especially in this 1v5, you have HE, you know the position of a guy, just dunk a nade on him. Maybe he's 40 HP and you're gonna hit an exact one, it's a free kill. It enables from 1v, when you look at the percentage, from 1v5 you're probably winning like 1% of those rounds. But as soon as it goes into 1v4, it's like 4%. Okay, so that one HE basically triples your chances, because from 1% to 4%, that's a 3% decrease. So it quadruples your chances, right? Now, obviously, every clutch is different, and maybe if you have 1 HP, then you have 0% to win the chance, essentially. But you know what I'm saying? Like, try to, like, especially these kills in the beginning of these hard clutches, like 1v4s, 1v5s, 1v3s even. If you get to use your utility to get that kill or secure it, or at least, like, get, like, a random kill, it increases your chance by sometimes 5 times, sometimes even 10-fold. You should use that nade, because we're getting again into statistics of the whole clutch, but obviously the dynamic is different in 1v2s and 1v1s where you wanna, like, you don't want to pull your nades too much. But in 1v4s, when you know the position of someone and he's stuck, the best way will be to try to nade him out of that position and get a utility kill, or flash him and peek someone else in the meantime. Okay, if you don't have HE or molly, you can also use flashes in this, but it's a little bit more advanced. There were a lot of decisions, and you wanted me to focus on decision making. I think there were a lot of decisions where it was not good, or it was suboptimal, that cost you a good position, or it cost you a good round, or cost you a good play. And even though on the CT side, when you were on CT side, not a lot of things went your way, you were retaking B side a lot of times, they were going away from you, where you did not play. But I still think the game was in your hands on that CT side too, when you were trying to fight middle, and those were the mistakes that kind of brought them back into the game. So something to think about, and I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you didn't mind the setup with bad mic and just hotel room setup. But yeah, thank you for the session. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you soon, hopefully.